What if your morning glass of water could do more for your manhood than any pill on the shelf? If you're over 60 and waking up weaker, down there, it might not be your age. It might be your water or the lack of it. I'm Dr. Alexander Hartmann, and on this channel, we uncover real science-backed secrets to restore male vitality without drugs or gimmicks. Today, I'll show you exactly how to drink water to boost circulation, lift your testosterone, and reignite your erections naturally. So before you reach for another supplement, stay tuned, because by the end of this video, you'll know how to hydrate like your manhood depends on it. Because it does. Subscribe now and let's dive in. Why hydration matters for erections. Water might seem too ordinary to have a major impact on your sex life, but for men over 60, it could be the most overlooked key to restoring firm, reliable erections. As the body ages, blood volume often decreases, circulation slows, and blood vessels lose their youthful flexibility. These changes make it harder for blood to reach the penis, which requires a strong, steady flow for a healthy erection. Simply staying hydrated can improve vascular tone and pressure, helping blood reach where it's needed most, your pelvic region. When you're dehydrated, your blood thickens. This forces your heart to work harder and makes it more difficult to pump blood through tiny, delicate capillaries, especially those that fuel the erectile tissues. It's not a matter of willpower or desire. Without water, your body is physically restricted in how it responds. Men over 60 are already at a disadvantage with aging vessels, and dehydration only adds another layer of resistance to good circulation. Low-grade dehydration also leads to chronic fatigue, a hidden enemy of male sexual performance. Many older men assume their low libido or lack of firmness is due to testosterone decline, but the reality is often far simpler. Their cells are operating in a water-starved state. Every nerve signal, muscle contraction, and hormonal reaction requires hydration to work properly. Without it, your command system doesn't fire right, and that shows up first in your ability to perform. Hydration plays a direct role in hormone transport. Testosterone, the master male hormone, travels through your blood. If you're dehydrated, your blood becomes sluggish, meaning hormones don't circulate efficiently. On top of that, dehydration increases cortisol, the stress hormone, which competes directly with testosterone for dominance in your body. The result? Reduced libido, increased belly fat, lower mood, and sluggish performance in every sense of the word. One of the most important chemical messengers for erections is nitric oxide, a compound that tells your blood vessels to relax and open. This signal is essential for getting blood into the penis. The enzymes that create nitric oxide rely heavily on water to function. When you're dehydrated, nitric oxide levels fall, leading to poor blood flow, reduced sensitivity, and weak erections that don't last. That's why hydration should be the first thing you focus on before pills, supplements, or fancy devices. Without enough water, your efforts are fighting an uphill battle. The good news? You don't need gallons. Just a smart, consistent approach, starting first thing in the morning. In the next segment, we'll break down the morning water protocol that urologists recommend to men over 60 who want to naturally restore their testosterone, improve blood flow, and feel confident again. The morning water protocol for men over 60. The first hour after waking is one of the most powerful windows to influence your erection health, but also the most commonly ignored. After a full night of sleep, your body wakes up dehydrated. Cortisol, the stress hormone, is at its highest, and blood volume is at its lowest. If your first drink of the day is coffee, juice, or nothing at all, you're sending your hormones the wrong message. Urologists now recommend a specific hydration ritual to restore testosterone and blood flow, starting with pure water. Within 10 to 15 minutes of waking, drink 500 to 750 milliliters of room temperature water, about 2 to 3 glasses. Not cold. Cold water can cause blood vessels to constrict, which is the last thing you want when trying to boost circulation. Room temperature water helps gently dilate blood vessels, activate digestion, and restore fluid balance throughout your system, all of which support the vascular and nervous functions responsible for erections. This early hydration replenishes your plasma volume, the liquid part of your blood. Without it, your blood becomes too thick to circulate efficiently. This is particularly important for older men with narrowing vessels and lower nitric oxide levels. Hydrating immediately helps thin the blood, reduce internal pressure, and improve the chances that blood can reach the delicate erectile tissues. It also kickstarts your hormones in the right direction. As mentioned earlier, cortisol peaks in the early morning, which is bad news for testosterone. But water helps regulate cortisol naturally, calming the stress response and giving testosterone a better chance to dominate. This creates a more favorable hormonal environment for energy, muscle strength, mental clarity, and yes, better sexual function. You can take this habit one step further by adding a pinch of sea salt or electrolyte mix to your morning water. These minerals improve hydration efficiency and support your adrenal glands, which are responsible for producing essential hormones like DHEA and testosterone. Many men over 60 are mineral deficient without knowing it, and this small addition can produce noticeable results in energy, mood, and libido. It's important to understand that this isn't just about drinking more water. It's about drinking strategically. What you do in that first hour sets the tone for your entire day. By starting with hydration, you're turning on the body's circulation system, activating hormonal balance, and preparing your nervous system to respond. In the next segment, we'll explore how much water you should drink throughout the day and common mistakes that silently weaken your erections. How much water do you really need after 60? You've probably heard the advice to drink 8 glasses of water a day. But for men over 60, that old rule isn't nearly precise enough. As we age, our body's water content decreases, our thirst sensation weakens, and our kidneys become less efficient at conserving fluid. This means you may be dehydrated long before you even feel thirsty. And that subtle dehydration isn't just uncomfortable. It directly affects your circulation, hormone levels, and erectile health. The real hydration target for most men over 60 should be 2.5 to 3 liters of water per day, depending on body weight, activity level, and climate. That's around 10 to 12 standard glasses spread throughout the day, not chugged all at once. Why? Because your body absorbs water more efficiently in small amounts over time. Drinking too much at once can overwhelm your kidneys and simply flush out the minerals you need for muscle, nerve, and hormonal function. But the key isn't just the quantity, it's timing. The most crucial moments to hydrate are immediately upon waking, 30 minutes before meals, after physical activity, and before bed, but not too much to disturb sleep. These are the times when your body is either dry, preparing to digest, flushing waste, or repairing tissues, including the blood vessels that supply your penis. Hydrating around these windows enhances everything from digestion to testosterone transport. Another overlooked point is hydration through food. Many men assume only water counts, but fruits like cucumbers, watermelon, when timed right, celery, and broth-based soups contribute to your fluid intake. However, beware of diuretics like coffee, alcohol, and salty foods. They pull water out of your system. If you drink coffee in the morning, for example, balance it with an extra glass of water to prevent dehydration from creeping in. If you sweat heavily, take medications that increase urination, like diuretics or blood pressure pills, or live in a dry climate, your hydration needs may be even higher. In those cases, adding electrolytes, like magnesium, potassium, and sodium, can help your body retain water more effectively. Many men report fewer nighttime cramps, less fatigue, and stronger erections once they optimize both fluid and mineral intake. Think of hydration like oiling the gears of a machine. When your body is properly hydrated, everything runs smoother. Circulation improves, brain function sharpens, energy returns, and your sexual response becomes more reliable. But when you're low on fluid, the system grinds. Hormone signals misfire, and blood can't flow freely to where it matters most. In the next segment, we'll explore the worst mistakes men make when trying to hydrate, and how these common habits secretly sabotage your erections. Hydration mistakes that sabotage erections. Most men assume they're doing enough just by drinking a few glasses of water each day. But what they don't realize is that how they drink, when they drink, and what else they consume with their water can make or break their results, especially when it comes to erection strength. Hydration isn't just about quantity. It's about strategy. And unfortunately, Many men unknowingly sabotage their progress with these common mistakes. The first major mistake is waiting until you're thirsty. As we age, our brain's thirst signals become weaker, meaning that by the time you feel thirsty, you're already mildly dehydrated. And in men over 60, even mild dehydration lowers plasma volume, thickening the blood and reducing its ability to reach the penis efficiently. Erections depend on smooth, fast blood flow, but if you only sip water when you're parched, you're constantly behind. Another critical mistake is chugging water in one go rather than sipping steadily throughout the day. When you down a large amount all at once, your kidneys often flush it right out, especially if you lack electrolytes. This leads to frequent urination and poor mineral retention. Without minerals like magnesium and potassium, your vascular system can't relax properly, meaning blood can't expand into the erectile tissue the way it should. Men also often ignore the dehydrating effects of caffeine and alcohol, especially when consumed first thing in the morning or late at night. Coffee and beer both act as diuretics, pulling fluid from your body. If you're drinking these beverages without compensating with extra water, you're draining your hydration tank, especially during the hours when testosterone and nitric oxide should be peaking. Over time, the stress adds up, dulling your sexual function. Another pitfall is not pairing water with salt and electrolytes, especially after sweating or during hot weather. Plain water alone, especially in large amounts, can actually flush out sodium too quickly, resulting in a condition called hyponatremia or low blood sodium. This can cause fatigue, muscle cramps, and even reduce nerve conduction. Your erections rely on the nervous system firing properly, so missing this balance can weaken your performance. Finally, many men make the mistake of hydrating late at night, thinking it will boost performance the next morning. While evening hydration is important, overhydrating too close to bedtime often leads to nighttime bathroom trips, disrupting your deep sleep. And since deep sleep is when testosterone peaks and the body repairs vessels, interrupted rest can counteract your good hydration efforts. In the next segment, we'll break down the exact morning water routine urologists recommend to boost erection strength, brain clarity, and energy, all before breakfast. The morning water routine for stronger erections. Urologists now agree how you start your morning sets the tone for your hormones, your circulation, and ultimately, your erections. That's why one of the simplest yet most powerful habits a man over 60 can adopt is a targeted hydration ritual first thing in the morning. This isn't about guzzling gallons of water. It's about using water intentionally to trigger a cascade of internal changes that support blood flow, testosterone, and energy. The first step in this routine is drinking 12 to 16 ounces of room temperature water within 10 minutes of waking up. Why room temperature? Because cold water can constrict blood vessels temporarily, while warm water helps dilate them and activate digestion. After 6 to 8 hours of sleep, your body is in a naturally dehydrated state. Rehydrating early thins your blood, enhances nutrient delivery, and sends a strong wake-up signal to your vascular system, including the arteries leading to your penis. To elevate this habit, many experts recommend adding a pinch of unrefined sea salt or Himalayan pink salt to your morning water. This tiny mineral boost provides essential electrolytes like sodium, magnesium, and potassium that help your cells absorb the water more effectively. These minerals also relax your blood vessels and support the production of nitric oxide, the molecule that enables an erection to happen in the first place. Some men go a step further by adding a squeeze of fresh lemon or a teaspoon of raw apple cider vinegar. This not only supports digestion and liver detox, but also stabilizes blood sugar and balances your body's pH. Remember, stable blood sugar equals stable hormones, and that's critical for men over 60 trying to restore testosterone. This citrus kick also increases saliva production and primes your nervous system, which sharpens brain-body communication, including arousal pathways. Once you finish your morning water, wait at least 20 to 30 minutes before consuming coffee, tea, or food. Why? Because this pause allows your body to absorb and distribute the hydration before other substances interfere. It also gives your adrenals a chance to stabilize before introducing caffeine, which can spike cortisol. Starting your day with pure hydration creates a calm, focused baseline, which testosterone thrives in. This morning routine takes just 5 minutes, but delivers hours of benefit. Men who stick to it report fewer energy crashes, stronger morning erections, and improved mental clarity within the first week. In the next segment, we'll talk about what else you should be drinking throughout the day and how to create a hydration schedule that supports sexual function, joint health, and mental vitality long term. The best fluids to drink throughout the day for sexual health. Hydration doesn't stop in the morning. For men over 60, maintaining proper fluid intake throughout the day is like keeping the engine of your body running smoothly. But here's the catch. Not all fluids are created equal. Some support blood flow, hormone production, and energy, while others do the exact opposite. Knowing what to drink and when is essential for protecting and enhancing your sexual health. Let's start with herbal teas, especially ones like ginseng, ginger, and horny goatweed. These are time-tested natural tonics that increase circulation and stimulate nitric oxide. Ginger, in particular, improves blood vessel function and reduces inflammation, which is key for erectile performance. Drinking 1 or 2 cups a day, either mid-morning or early evening, can significantly support your sexual vitality over time. Next, beetroot juice is a powerful ally. It's rich in dietary nitrates, which your body converts into nitric oxide, helping blood vessels dilate and boosting blood flow to all areas, including your pelvic region. Just 4 to 6 ounces of beet juice a few times a week has been shown in studies to improve stamina, circulation, and even blood pressure. It's like a natural, food-based version of what prescription ED pills try to mimic. Coconut water is another excellent option, especially if you've been sweating, walking, or working outdoors. It's packed with potassium and magnesium, minerals that reduce blood pressure and keep your heart rhythm steady. Coconut water hydrates faster than plain water and keeps your body in electrolyte balance, which enhances energy levels and supports testosterone production indirectly. However, it's important to avoid sugary drinks, sodas, and fruit juices. Even natural-sounding products like 100% orange juice or detox smoothies can spike blood sugar and flood your system with fructose. That spike not only leads to energy crashes, but also increases cortisol, your body's stress hormone, which interferes with testosterone. These drinks sabotage your sexual health quietly, day after day. The key is to rotate supportive fluids throughout the day, aiming for 6 to 8 cups of water minimum, plus 1 to 2 cups of herbal teas or nitrate-rich juices. Space them out evenly, and always drink slowly. Chugging doesn't hydrate well. Every sip should feel like an investment in your energy, mood, and performance. In the final segment, we'll show you how to build a full-day hydration plan that becomes second nature. Building a daily hydration plan for maximum vitality. Creating a smart hydration routine doesn't mean obsessing over every drop. It means forming a few simple habits that work with your body, not against it. For men over 60, a daily hydration plan can be the difference between feeling sluggish and drained versus energized and virile. The best part? It doesn't require any expensive tools or exotic supplements, just a little timing, consistency, and purpose. Start your day with 16 to 20 ounces, about half a liter, of room temperature water within 10 minutes of waking. This early hydration flushes out cortisol, kickstarts your metabolism, and reactivates blood flow to key organs, including your reproductive system. If you add a pinch of sea salt and a squeeze of lemon, you'll also replenish electrolytes lost during the night and support adrenal health, which influences hormone balance. Mid-morning, opt for a hydrating tea like ginseng or ginger. These not only maintain your fluid levels, but also act as gentle stimulants for blood flow and mental clarity. Pairing your tea with a protein-rich snack like a boiled egg or a handful of nuts can stabilize blood sugar, reduce inflammation, and prevent the midday energy slump that saps your libido and mood. Around lunchtime, include a glass of water before and after your meal, but avoid drinking large amounts during meals, which can dilute stomach acid and slow digestion. If you're physically active, you might include coconut water in the afternoon to rehydrate and rebalance minerals. Avoid sugary sodas or sweetened drinks entirely. They disrupt hormones and offer zero benefits for your sexual performance. In the early evening, a small glass of beetroot juice or warm rosemary tea can calm your nervous system while supporting nitric oxide production. This is especially important if you plan to be intimate later in the evening. These fluids act as silent helpers, keeping circulation open and hormone signals strong. They also prepare your body for deeper sleep and overnight testosterone synthesis. Finally, about an hour before bed, sip 4 to 6 ounces of water. Not too much to disturb your sleep, but enough to prevent overnight dehydration. Avoid alcohol or caffeine at this time. Both interfere with sleep quality, increase cortisol, and harm your erections in the long run. With this plan, you give your body constant fuel to stay energized, hormonally balanced, and ready to perform naturally, confidently, and without relying on pills. You just learn what most men will never hear from their doctors. No expensive drug, no overnight gimmick, just a glass of water, taken the right way at the right time with powerful science behind it. This is how men over 60 are restoring their energy, circulation, and bedroom confidence without side effects, without shame. So the next time you wake up feeling off, don't blame age. Ask yourself, did I hydrate like a man who wants to feel alive again? Because when you do, your blood flows better, your testosterone responds, and your body remembers what real strength feels like. This isn't magic. It's just biology, finally working in your favor. I'm Dr. Alexander Hartmann. Subscribe to Life 60 Plus. Share this video with a man who needs the truth, and remember, you're not broken. You're just blocked. Let's unblock it, one glass at a time.